Welcome back to Your Darts, where we learn to do dart checkouts in our head. Okay, so I want to show you how to use a formula to make dart checkouts easier. Let's do it. So straight to our first example of 1, 2, 1. And what I want to do with these videos, I just want to, for people who've been following me from the beginning, I just want to cement the concepts, what I've been kind of introducing you to, how to learn how to check out in your head. Okay, and for anyone new to the videos, I'm sure you'll get something from it as well. Okay, so we're going to jump into it straight away. So 1, 2, 1. Now you don't have to learn 1, 2, 1. What I hear you say? No, you don't. You never have to do that. You just have to recognize you're throwing treble 20 for your first dart. The formula, which I like to call the rule of 40, okay, when we throw in treble 20, okay, we're going to put 40 onto the last two digits. That's what the formula is when you throw in treble 20 for your first dart. And it would, so you're not learning 1, 2, 1, you're learning to put 40 onto 21, you're learning 61. And you've got two darts left with 61. 61's a first dart indicator. I've taught you this in the Golden 44 videos, but it would be treble 11 for double 14. And this is where what I like to call the miss rule comes into play. We have to assume and also practice for, and also expect in many ways, we may hit the big 11. So we need to know what the answer will be, and the answer will be 50. And that's why we go this way, because hitting the big 11, we get a second chance to get out of that bullseye, don't we? Okay, just clean that up because it looks messy. Okay, so going for bullseye. Now, we have to expect on our first dart, going for treble 20, we may well miss it. This is this miss rule again. We have to put into our practice routine. We may hit 20. We may well hit 20. Take 20 off 1, 2, 1 would leave 101. This is also why we go this way, because 101's a two dart finish, and it's an essential two dart finish. It's on the Golden 44. That's why I called them the Golden 44. They deserved a title, okay? And the two darts for 101 is treble 17 because it's 51 for bullseye again. Hitting the big 17 would leave 84. So this is why we always need to walk this down to completion as much as possible, but certainly just recognize that when you throw in at 1, 2, 1, don't be daunted by it. You're not throwing out, you don't have to learn 1, 2, 1, like you don't have to learn 1, 3, 4 and 1, 4, 8. You learn to put 20, or rather, sorry, you learn to put 40 when you're throwing for treble 20 onto the last two digits. So 40 onto 21 is 61. So 61 and 101, these are the big numbers that you learn here, not 1, 2, 1. I hope that makes sense. So on to the next example, 1, 2, 4. So we're going for treble 20. Now I'm not learning 1, 2, 4. I'm learning to put 40 onto 24. So the last two digits, it works with any 3-digit number. Okay. So in this case, 1, 2, 4. So 40 onto 24 is 64. Really easy with the formula of 20, right? Treble 20, it's just putting 40. It's dead easy to see it. And the two dart finish, that's why it's so important to learn your two dart finishes. 64 is a first dart indicator. So 64 treble 14, and it's for double 11. Kind of assuming we may well, this miss rule comes into play here, we may well miss treble 14 and hit the big 14, leaving 50. So you'd have a shot out at bullseye, wouldn't it? That's why we go this way, so you get like a second chance. All right. Now, we go in treble 20. We throw at treble 20. We miss treble 20. We have to assume this and hit the big 20. Take 20 off 104. Is what sorry, off 124 is 104. I gave it away. And that's a two dart finish, 104. Treble 18, which is 54 for bullseye. So that's why we go this way. So I'm never learning 1, 2, 4. I'm learning 64 and I'm learning 104. Both are on the essential two dart finish list, what I like to call the Golden 44 list. Okay, so that's number 124. So on to the next example, 125. So we're going to throw a treble 20, and I'm not learning 1, 2, 5. I'm just learning to put 40 onto 25. So I'm learning 65. Okay, I've got two darts to take out 65. It's a first dart indicator, like these 60 numbers are. I've taught you this on the Golden 44 videos. Go watch them. So 65 is treble 15 for double 10. Kind of assuming we may well or be prepared for hitting 15, which would leave 50. So you got your last dart shot out of bullseye. Okay, so that's why we go this way. Now with our first dart, we might miss the treble 20 and hit the big 20. You would take 20 off 125 and it would leave 105, and you've got two darts left to take out 105. I'm still going to go treble 20, and the formula for that would be to put 40 onto the last two digits, just as it always was. for the 125 as well. So it would reveal 45. Dead easy, right? With this formula, it's only 40. It's dead easy to see on any numbers, right? So, or not, it's certainly not hard. A little bit of practice and you'll get there, okay? But 45, you've got one dart left at 45. I might go a single 5 for tops because I'm really strong on tops. That's what I'm sticking to. Anyway, that's my story. And if you want to finish on 13s, the formula for 13s, you take 2, and I've taught you this on a previous video how to finish on 18s and 16s, but you would take 2 off the 5 and it would be 3. So you take 2, okay, and it would be 13, a single 13 for double 16. And if you want to finish on 18s and you've got 45, you would plus 4. Okay, so plus 4 onto the last digit, so 4 onto 5 is 9, so it would be a single 9 for double 18. Okay, now of course we may not hit treble 20 with our first of 2 darts, so you may hit the treble, so you may hit the we can hit anything, right? But hopefully we're assuming and practicing for potentially hitting the 20. So take 20 off 105 is 85. And you've got 1 dart left with 85. You may well go treble 15 for double 20. Hitting the big 15 would leave 70. Or you can go treble 19 for double 14. Hitting the big 19 would leave 66 as well. So you can walk this down as much as you like. If you're getting a little bit kind of drowning all these numbers, just know that you're going for treble 20 to leave 65, okay, and then build on from there. But that's so we cannot finish 125 without talking about the rock star finish. So I'm just going to clear up a little bit just so people can see a little bit better. So advanced players generally with 125, they're going to go for the center of the board. It's worth knowing the first way I've shown you because some people hate the center of the board, especially when you're learning, okay? But advanced players, you're going to see generally go for the center of the board. If you hit your bullseye, remember you're on 125, 3 darts, hit the bullseye, it would leave 75. So you're going to aim again, and you're probably more common to hit the 25, I think, than 50. It's a larger area, and that would leave shot out at 50, wouldn't it? So it's kind of cool. You're going for the center of the board all the time. It's kind of a rock star finish. Everyone knows this one. You should, if you don't know it, put it into your mental Rolodex. It's a good one. If you do hit 25 on your first dart, so if you hit your 25 on your first dart, take 25 on 125, it leaves 100. So you got 2 darts to take out 100, and that would be treble 20 for double top. If you hit the single 20, it would leave 80, and you've got 1 dart left to take out 80. You may go for treble 20 again, or you may go for double 20 for double 20 when you come back. But again, I'm walking this down to completion. If you can do that, brilliant. But that's how to take out number 125. So to our final number of the day, number 127. So again, we're going to go for treble 20. I'm not learning 127. It's quite a big number, right? Who'd want to learn that? But you're just learning to put 40. It's easy, right? Put 40 onto 27. I'm learning 67. So I'm assuming I've hit my treble 20 and take out 67 with 2 darts. Now it's the first dart indicator is treble 17 for double 8. Hitting the big 17, we have to assume potentially, and that would leave 50. As with all these 60 numbers, that's why we go this way, because it gives us a shot out at bullseye. So why not go that way? Okay. Now, on our first dart of treble 20, we have to assume we may miss treble 20, hit the 20. With such an important concept, that's why I've called it the miss rule, or practicing for the miss, you might hear me talk about. Okay. So 20 off 127 is 107. And you've got 2 darts left at 107. This is also why we go at treble 20, because if we hit the big 20, which is more common than hitting the treble, it still leaves us this 2 dart finish of 107. And the 2 dart finish for 107 is treble 19, because it's 57 for bullseye. All right. And hitting the big 19 would hit the big 19, it would leave 88. You've got 1 dart left. Always know how many darts you've got left. 1 dart left at 88. You're probably going to go for treble 20. For double 14, when you come back, hitting it would be 68, of course. Keep walking it down if you can. Or you can go treble 16, which is 48, for double 20, which is 40, so 88. And hitting the big 16, if you've got 1 dart left at 88, it would leave 72. Okay, so just keep walking that down and take it to at your own pace. But that's number 127. So I hope you got something from that. I just wanted to cement this rule of 40 and also using the golden 44, because I've taught you these videos. That anyone who's been with me up to now watching these videos, this will also help to reinforce it. But hopefully for any new starters, new watchers, you'll get something from it as well. So coming next time, we're going to be doing more examples going this way, using this formula, showing you how easy it is to visualize it, and more board management, of course. Thanks so much for watching. Take care for now.